Hi, everybody. How
What's
are
up,
you?
everybody?
I'm sorry I'm running late. I got some information at the last minute about this Shirley Strawberry stuff. Maybe I should just do it later. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll do it
yeah.
later.
Let's do it later.
But it's wow, it's going from bad to worse. Uh, or for Shirley, it's going really, really bad. So that leaves us with today. We're going to talk about. Oh, this is good. The in-house drama that's going on between Kylie and Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, that's a mess. Uh, then we're going to talk about the controversial case of Carlee Russell, the woman that said she pulled over to the side of the road. I mean, it's just controversial. We almost didn't do this story because people are going back and forth with each other. It's getting bad. Have you
Yep.
seen it on Twitter, Perry?
Yeah, no, no. It's like a mixed emotions, right? And I get it on both sides or whatever. But let's be a realist here
Oh,
when we
oh,
talk
oh,
about.
oh, Perry wants to get real.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me keep. And then the last story we're going to do about the influencer who went to Dubai and got into an argument over money and yelled at the attendant and ended up in jail because it's against the law to scream, to be a woman and scream in Dubai. That's why I don't go to no other country without abiding by their rules. Some people think just because you're from United States or America that you can go over there and think like they do here. It's a whole different. I don't feel sorry
Yeah,
for
yeah. I mean, trust me, you wouldn't make it. You'll be arrested.
you.
Look, matter of fact, can we get those laws in this house?
Oh my! Can they're very serious. The Muslim countries, they don't play. They're strict, and you can't go over there acting like you run things over there. You just can't. Although I feel sorry for her, she's been locked up. What? Is it a month or 2 months? A while now,
I'm not sure, but
and
I mean, yeah,
um,
just to be locked up for raising your voice is something else.
and it's got to be difficult. I'm sure they don't speak English. You. I don't know what the native tongue is, but you never want to go to jail in a foreign country. Don't you watch what's that called? Lock Up Abroad?
Well, I mean, you damn sure don't want to go for raising your voice.
You
Yeah.
really don't. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. That's their law. It's like if you came over here and broke into somebody's house, it's the law.
Mm-hmm.
So you can cry all about it, but she's going to be in there a while. So let's talk about this drama that's going on in the Kardashian family. So this weekend, Jordan, no, Kylie Jenner was spotted having dinner with Jordan. What's Jordan's last name? Woods. Jordan
Yeah.
Woods.
Uh-huh.
You know, the girl that allegedly kissed Tristan Thompson. Now this is complicated. So everybody went crazy, but let me tell you what's being alleged happened behind the scenes because allegedly, well, no, she went on round. What is it, Jada Pinkett show? Jordan did and admitted to kissing Tristan the hoe, because he also admitted to, I mean, it's alleged that he also slept with Larsa Pippen,
Uh-huh.
and he's just a hoe. He had a baby on when he was dating Chloe with Marilee Nichols, and he's the hoe. But
Right.
somehow she manages to forgive Tristan. Now make this make sense to me, people, but and not Jordan. So the rumor is that Kylie Jenner missed Jordan. And according to the rumors, she went to talk to Chloe about it. And Chloe said, well, I'm always I'm always going to choose the side of forgiveness. Now, Chloe knows she's lying her ass off, but let me just tell you the lie she
Uh,
allegedly told her sister. I'm always going to err on the side of forgiveness. You know, if you can pick forgiveness over chaos, go with forgiveness. So
right.
allegedly, she gave Kylie her blessing. Child, let me tell you, that doesn't sound right. That's a damn lie. I choose to believe the rumors, which is Kylie broke rank,
Yeah.
went to Chloe and said, I don't understand how you forgive Tristan, but you don't forgive Jordan. Then Kylie tells her, I'm about to make amends with Jordan, her
Well,
best friend
yeah.
since, yeah. Now, what got into Kylie?
Well, it's a lot going on here. Now, was Chloe ever married to Tristan?
I don't know.
Yeah,
No, they were
I
not.
don't think so. I mean, as
They're
far as I know,
not.
I don't think so. So, I
Mhm.
mean, like Chloe. holding this grudge, and I get it. I mean, you got a man that cheats on you or whatever. You might hate the person he cheated with, but
Mhm.
hate him with the same passion.
Mhm.
If you can
Mhm.
forgive him and he don't went on with 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, 8,
And
9
had a whole baby.
more, right? Why can't you forget the girl? Because I'm sure Tristan gave her the same speak he gave her, Chloe. Oh, I'll be faithful to you. I'm going through a divorce. I'm separating. We no longer together. Whatever,
Mhm.
right? But
Yeah.
I think with this family, and I think this is where everybody get messed up with. I know you probably ain't gonna agree because I know how you are.
Just
But
say it.
this Kardashian family, I don't think they're as close as you think they are.
What?
Like, I'm just telling you, it's a lot of shit going on in this house that I see because I got special powers to see this stuff. It's things going on in this
It's
house.
the power in your head, Perry. Oh, am I
Sherelle,
echoing?
I'm saying, no, I don't think so.
Keep going. Keep going. I'm gonna turn my.
Okay,
I can hear
I'm
you.
just saying. I'm just saying this, right? I mean, watching this family, you get to look at the whole thing with an open lens to see. Yeah, Kardashians get the same name. They ain't got the same daddies.
What
Okay.
does this to do with anything,
No,
Perry?
no. I know. But you want to act like it's the damn Partridge family, okay? And I see a different thing because y'all just watch them with the nice clothes on, spending the money and stuff like that. But look at this household. You got Chloe, done went on Ozempic to look like Kim.
Okay, Perry, stop.
No,
That has nothing.
I know. I'm just saying. Like,
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Look at the stuff that's going on in this household. The mama is like a living madam, allegedly. I'm just saying. But no, I'm just saying. Like, so
I
you got Chloe
can't.
walking around envy of Kim because she don't have an ass like Kim, right?
Okay, Perry.
And then you
Okay.
got the one. I can't remember the one sister who married or had babies with the gardener or the pool boy, Scott. You see what I'm saying? So that they have envy over each other. Like, why I got the pool boy and you got an NBA player, right? So they try to outdo each other.
What does that
If
have to do
you,
with Jordan?
huh?
What does that have to do with Jordan and Kylie?
Well, no, I'm just saying
Or
this
you
family.
just
No,
went
no,
all
no,
the way
no, no,
left.
no, no. The story is this, Sherelle. I'm saying they ain't as close as you think. So when it come down to Jordan, she's like, the hell with my sister. I'm tired of her shit. How
You
can
mean when it
she
came
be
down
my
to
friend?
Kylie?
Yeah, well, yeah, whatever. Yeah. I'm just saying that she's saying the hell with Chloe because you you still messing with Tristan, but I can't have my friend back and she did nothing wrong.
That doesn't mean they hate each other or jealous of each other, Perry.
I'm
That
telling you,
just
okay, now if look, you walking around like Stevie Wonder right now. I'm telling you, open your eyes and look in this damn house. It's a lot of stuff going on. And
mhm.
sometimes I think the mama jealous of the girl.
I can't,
Huh?
Perry.
Just saying.
Look, here's the thing that Chloe said, allegedly said that Jordan still hasn't apologized to her. Now, I will agree with this. Some things they do in this family make no damn sense. Chloe has been with Tristan, had another baby with
Right.
him,
Mhm.
uh, forgiving him publicly. She's just brought this man back into her life. And you can't forgive Jordan. Now, I'm on Team Kylie's on this one. It makes no sense. Your man's a hoe. You're blaming the other women. Y'all need to call Larsa back into the life because it was. If you're going to forgive Tristan, you should forgive the other ones. It makes no sense. He didn't sleep by himself. He didn't kiss himself. So I'm not understanding Chloe and her hatred towards Jordan. And you could tell she just doesn't like Jordan. At first, they stood by her side because that's their sister. But you have a deep-seated, rooted hate for Jordan, and is it jealousy?
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that. And maybe he made a mistake and called out Jordan's name or something. I don't know. I mean, it don't take much for people, to go over the top.
What goes on in your head?
No, no, just watching this stuff from the outside.
He accidentally called Chloe Jordan.
Well,
Perry, stop.
can you explain all the hatred that she has for Jordan? I mean, hell,
Not
she got
today,
more hate.
Perry.
She
Not
got more hatred
today.
for Jordan than she got the baby mama.
Yeah,
Right?
she really has some kind of animosity towards Jordan, and I don't know what it is. They also said that she was jealous because Jordan got engaged. Maybe I don't know. You
Got
know, these
engaged.
women that are jealous,
Yeah, it don't take much.
it doesn't take much. It doesn't
Mm.
take much.
The
So
only ring
anyway,
Chloe's seen is the one she brought for herself.
listen, even though Chloe has a lot going on,
Uh-huh.
she could be a tad bit jealous. She lets men drag her
I
through
know
the
what you
dirt
say. I know
and,
what
and has babies with them and marries them.
uh-huh.
She's still my favorite Kardashian,
Oh.
but she's got a lot of insecurities. That's why she's doing the Ozempic. Perry, don't bring up Ozempic,
No, no, no,
please.
no, no. You shocked me. I thought you were gonna say she's a great aunt.
Well, I mean, she's supposed to be a good aunt to what's Rob's name? What? How come we haven't had any Rob sightings?
And no,
Is
and then
Rob still
look,
alive?
and then he's upset too. Like he's jealous of the family that he didn't have breath. Just saying.
Fair. If you don't stop with these outlandish theories,
He got stuck in the corner making socks. Come on, now, go ahead.
Perry, Rob, no. Isn't this? Didn't we hear this one day from somebody that Rob is on drugs and he picked up the habit from Omar or Lamar?
No. We ain't gonna blame it on Lamar now.
No, but didn't somebody tell us that one day?
Yeah. Somebody said that, but I mean, we can't. Lamar don't went through enough. We can't keep blaming him for shit.
Oh, yeah, Rob's gotta get. I don't know what Rob's problem is.
He needed something to cope with the hatred that he had or the jealousy that he had for his sister.
Okay, Perry. Rob's jealous too.
You know what though? If anybody got the right to be jealous, it's him. Everybody else was successful, got a man. He can't even keep a woman. You know what I'm saying? And then
you
quite
say
overweight.
Just to see what I'm going to say.
And he's
That's
a little
so
overweight too, wasn't he?
Perry.
Just saying.
Perry. Well, he's struggling with when I last heard, he was struggling allegedly with addiction, but yeah, I mean, that's what I heard. You know who told us that on the phone? You know who told us that. So do you believe?
I believe it, and I wish him the best.
Poor Rob. He has the most to live for. Like, I wish I could lay down and sleep all damn day in a mansion and have my Bentleys parked out in front, and all I have to do is eat all day. I know it sounds mean, but I'm saying Rob doesn't understand the gifts that were given to him. He's unappreciative. And so, I don't know. But when you struggle with depression, the depression is real. But you have to get off the drugs. Get off the drugs, and then maybe you won't feel so,
Yeah, I think he just feels
in the world of depression.
He just feels unsuccessful.
You are a mess.
No, I'm just telling you that's what's going on, and it lead him to drugs and stuff like that allegedly. But
Perry, now you just made Perry, that's why you're laughing. Just stop. Now, we don't know what allegedly it was Lamar that led him in that direction.
Yeah, if that was the case, when the last time you seen Rob land up in a brothel?
You are messy.
I'm just saying, he would have got that from Lamar too.
Yes, and let's talk about this next case that I dread talking about because it's so controversial. Let's talk about the Carlee Russell situation. Okay. Okay, for those of you that were blessed enough to miss this weekend, this is what went down. Supposedly, Carlee is a woman that lives in Hoover, Alabama, and she was driving down the freeway on the phone with her brother's girlfriend or fiance, whichever, it doesn't matter. Oh, I missed a super chat. Hold on. They treat Rob like he adopted. Y'all are messy. Selena, you are messy.
They do.
Y'all better leave Rob alone. Rob's got some emotional problems. That's the problem.
They don't even let him on the show.
They did let him on the show.
Well, I'm just saying.
Chose not to go on anymore.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, back to this controversial case that Perry made me do. I didn't want to do it because when something gets so controversial and people start taking sides, and if I give my opinion, then I get drugged in the middle and get hate mail for having an opinion. But so I'm going to try to do this as neutral as possible. Her name is Carlee Russell. She's 25 years old. She lives in Hoover, um, Alabama. Allegedly, she was driving down the freeway on the phone with her brother's girlfriend slash fiance. I don't know which one was true. I hear different reports.
Right.
She seen a little boy on the side of the road, allegedly in a diaper. She pulled over and got out the car. The girlfriend heard her say, "Is everything okay?" or "You're all right," something to that effect. I forgot the exact words. And then seconds later, she heard her scream. When the police got there, the door was open, the car was running. There was a wig on the side of the road. Stop me, Perry, if I'm leaving something out. And she was missing.
Her
Okay.
purse.
Her
Basically,
purse.
she allegedly pulled over to save this kid that had some reflection huggies on, going down the side of the highway. No, I'm just telling you that's what happened.
I'm gonna end the chat if you keep.
No. I mean, I'm just saying that's what she could have seen. Now, who can see a baby? A toddler. Okay. Now we ain't even talking. A toddler.
Perry, please
So
don't.
I think
I'm not laughing at the story, you
No,
guys.
no, great. But I'm just saying something's wrong with this whole story. Maybe it's a mental thing. Something's not right. No, I'm just guessing because I don't know exactly what happened. But it's just from the story because the girl didn't say she was abducted. She just called the cops and said she see a baby with some huggies walking down the side of the highway.
She did not say huggies. She did not say huggies. She said Pampers.
She said diaper, Pampers, whatever.
Well, let me finish. So then allegedly she comes home. Was it 2 days later or a day later? I can't remember because I've been running from this story. And she walked home.
Later, 2 days.
2 days later, she walked home and she really hasn't spoken to the media about it. Now her family comes out. Or was it you? See, I'm getting things mixed up. Someone said, let this woman, okay. So then Delicious comes out. You guys remember Delicious. And so I got to back up from that. When she arrived home, she instantly got backlash from the media, from the public. She got backlash from the public because the public was like, where the hell you been? Like, where was the people that kidnapped you? What happened? They had questions. And for me, I mean, to some, you would think she would talk about what happened, but I do understand if she was traumatized, maybe she went to the hospital, they didn't find anything, then the rumors started swirling. Okay, so most people don't believe her. Well, no, it's 50-50. 50-50.
Yeah, right.
Some people believe her. The people who don't believe her, they're saying they're victim shaming her. A lot of people came out in her defense saying she'll talk when she's ready. There's nothing that says that she's got to talk. The family are saying give them time to heal and stuff like that. Let me show just a clip of the TMZ released the
street view
footage from the cameras. Now, in this footage, a lot of things, Perry, when I show this footage, don't make me laugh.
No,
it is you could see.
No, this is a serious thing.
Yeah. You could see a small image, and it could be somebody, and she pulls in front of them. Ugh, let me just look at it. But anyway, people are very passionate on both sides. So I'm going to tell this story neutral because I'm being neutral for a lot of reasons. One, you don't want to be wrong and chastise a victim. You don't want to be wrong.
Well, no, I agree.
Two, I do understand why can't we see what happened on the footage? We see the car pull over. You could see her like kind of get out the car. But we don't see anybody walk up from behind. We don't see anyone pull up in another car. And it's just a lot. Let me play this really quick.
And we don't see a baby.
So right here, let me pause this. This is the image that you see, Perry, and I see too. It could be a person. We don't know. Also, the footage is grainy. It's grainy. This is her. She's going to pull up. She's going to go in front of. I think this could be a person. It's in Alabama, so they don't have the. Let me play the tape. I don't know. I guess it's just complicated. I even understand. So wait. Did you see something with the when the lights shone on the?
See,
This is
surreal.
her. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got the flashing lights.
Uh-huh.
The whole thing you're gonna see with this, you with flashing lights like this in darkness,
Uh-huh. It's
you
hard
can
to see.
you can start to imagine and seeing anything,
Well, yeah,
right? I'm
because
just keeping it
right
real,
here
right?
is this a road? This is some kind of sign right here, right? Like footage, a sign.
Yeah, right. That's a sign. But like the questions would be right,
But you would still see somebody pull up from behind, run up. You would
right,
see something, and then whatever happened to the baby?
right. Nobody's speaking about right. I'm just saying this. She called 911 first. Said she see a baby on side of the highway with some huggies on. Okay, got off the phone, then called her sister-in-law or
Uh-huh.
some girl, right?
Uh-huh.
And then that's when, I'm gonna pull over to save the kid. And I guess the one girl had said allegedly, it's just one of the stories I heard, is that she had said that, hey, are you okay?
Right,
But the
right,
girl didn't hear no response back. And then
right.
she heard a loud scream.
Now, unless there's more footage, I really, and it is grainy, it's hard to see, but I don't see anybody running up to the car behind. I don't see anyone
Right.
getting out the car unless there's more to this that we
You,
don't
you
see.
see these cars in the right hand lane as they get close to her, that they're shift lanes.
Uh-huh.
And anytime you see a car pulled over at night on something, you
Uh-huh.
looking to see what the hell going on because out of just
Oh
being
my
nosy,
God, that's right.
right?
Yeah.
Ain't
No,
nobody
didn't
else.
someone say they saw a light skinned man
Well,
by the
people.
car?
I know, but people say they see a lot of things, right? It could just been a figure. It could have been the girl. It could have been anything, right?
Uh-uh.
I'm just saying somebody did say that, but as far as this tape, we don't see one.
Well, it's a lot of suspicious things. Now, people started really critiquing this information. I'll put this back up in a minute. You sent me, so somebody went through her text messages, no, her Twitter account.
Yeah, no, that wasn't her, Sherelle. Somebody sent me that, but it wasn't hers because I
It
checked it.
wasn't her.
It wasn't her.
She didn't say that.
Uh-uh.
Oh,
No,
okay.
somebody sent it to me. Then I had to go and check the Twitter just to verify.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But no, Sherelle, I'm just saying this, like, and I get what people saying, like, yeah, people will say, well, hey, won't you glad she's home? Yes, I'm glad she's home safely. I'm just
Uh-huh.
saying that at this point, if what she thought she could have seen, a kid on the side of the highway, where were you for 48 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Was you abducted? If so, can you
Mm-hmm.
give us a description of the person?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'll say this.
where is the safety of the kid? And I get it. And maybe, I mean, she
Mhm.
could be, because they said that she showed up home, she was unresponsive, but breathing. Well, I'm not sure what unresponsive mean. Is it where
Mhm.
you're delusional? But how did she get home?
Ugh.
Right? I mean, how did she get home? And
Yeah.
people got rumors she was at the Red Roof Inn and all this stuff. I don't know. I ain't never seen no evidence of all that. But I'm just saying, the parents called and said she's home now. The
Yeah.
cops came out, whatever. They took her to the hospital for evaluation or someplace.
Mhm. Mhm.
But last time I heard, they haven't got, they ain't find anything really wrong with her. But they
Mhm.
saying that they working on a report. They did get a statement from her, the cops did, but it's part of the investigation, but we won't know
Mhm.
about it. So, what are you investigating? If it's a kidnapper on the loose, shouldn't people know about it?
Mhm.
Where's the
Mhm.
baby? Have you called off the search for the baby?
I'm gonna say this.
What's going on, huh?
I'm gonna say this because I don't want to traumatize a victim, but we haven't heard of any victim reacting like this in the past. Even the girl Elizabeth Smart that was kidnapped for
Uh-huh.
days. You talk about your story. So they're acting so hush that it leads the public to one, come up with their own conclusions because you wanted us in your business when
Right.
she was missing. Now you want us out the business when she's home. It doesn't work like that. You
Right.
can't invite the public in to help you out and ride with you, pray with you, plead, worry about this woman, and then all of a sudden, now that she's back at home, you want us out the business. You can't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Let
You
me read
can't
this
walk.
really quick. Megan says, my opinion, this woman faked the entire situation for attention. A quick GoFundMe. Ooh, GoFundMe cash grab. So many women go missing, and a stunt like this hurts victims and future victims. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Megan. You said it the best. If this is a situation of her crying wolf,
Right.
you,
And
you
see, that's the whole thing too. And I read a lot of different people opinions on it and stuff like that.
uh-huh.
And there's some people who come and say that she never called 911, said she had been abducted. Maybe, and I've heard people saying that they had it like kids that had these problems that would take off and do all this stuff because they was hallucinating, right? So the girl never said that she was abducted.
Oh,
What if it's something else that
oh,
happened to her? A
oh,
mind trip or something like that.
yeah.
Now, maybe you might not really want to talk about it. I'm not sure because she never said she was abducted.
No, she
See what I'm
didn't.
saying? Like they just seen her with the phone calls. If you hallucinating, you seeing all kind of shit. Like you can look at that picture and start seeing. I see that tree. I see two guys. I see this.
Yeah,
But one thing
yeah,
we didn't see: a car in front of her, a car behind her, somebody
yeah.
who like actually picked her up and took her away.
Perry, you're right. Because this is reality, people. We can't really believe what we see until we see proof.
Right.
So right now, her story doesn't make sense right now. It might in the future,
Hmm.
but right now, if we just have to go on what was said and what was in the print, it just doesn't make
Right. Right.
sense.
Right. It don't make sense, especially if we formed a narrative that it was a an abduction, right? Then
Uh,
it don't add up. But who's
right.
saying that's necessarily the case? The
Yeah.
girl could have just flipped out on something.
Uh-huh.
But
Uh-huh.
what make you leery though is that it was a photo of her, I think that same day, with the Apple Watch on. After the thing, the wig, the purse, and the Apple phone, the Apple Watch was inside the purse. So, but those things that you could be tracked on. So is
Well,
it?
that's true.
I don't get it.
You're right. You're
But then
right.
again, for the people who saying, hey, she had a mental thing. Maybe, her wrist got hot. She took the watch off and put it in her purse. I don't know. But it's so many just different things going on.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the best thing, just glad she's home safely.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But, as far as the family, and stuff, and they coming out and we want privacy. You didn't want privacy when everybody was out there looking for
Yeah, I think that's so
it.
rude. Is that you bring us on this journey? We pray. A lot of people were worried. I remember when I first heard it, I was like, "Oh my God, how terrible!" And so, but then you just show up home the next day. You don't give a press conference. You don't talk to the media
Hmm.
who was pulling for you.
Uh-huh.
This is very unusual, but there's so much more. Now I'm talking to Perry. Perry's making sense to me, you guys. It's been a long day.
That's a
Now
damn
I'm
shame
talking to
it took this
Perry.
long.
It's making sense. It could have been a trip, a drug trip. It could have been a lot of stuff. We don't know. Mental health. It could have been mental health,
Yeah.
or it still could be real. And she's not talking.
Yeah, no, it could be a lot of stuff. And then you get the boyfriend coming out saying
Mm-mm-mm.
she fought for her life for 48 hours.
What
Now,
made
I
him
would
say that?
say, huh?
What made him say that?
Well, no, no,
Go
but
ahead.
I'm saying now it's leading back to the thing that somebody had grabbed her, right? Or did
Mm-hmm.
something to her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I imagine you can fight for your life for the last 48 hours if it was an OD situation or something like that. I'm just saying,
Mm-hmm.
like, if she just had a mental flip, I wouldn't say she was fighting for her life. She was just confused and hallucinating.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's still playing into the narrative that something happened to her.
Here, let me read his thing because he really didn't make anything better. Because if you're not going to say something, then don't say it at all. And don't forget, people get invested. People get invested in these stories. we really are pulling for somebody or wishing, everything's okay. He says, I don't even know how to start off this post, but to only say thank you to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for saving my girlfriend's life. Also, thank you to everyone who shared a picture, came out to the Hoover Met to help us with the search parties. There were search parties.
Yeah.
And who went and proceeded to tell other people about Carlee to bring more awareness to her story. I know the bloggers, we came through. A lot of people reported this. I have been going nonstop since I received the call that she was missing on Thursday night. I know she wouldn't have done the same. She would have done the same for me. So I wasn't going to give up until I saw her face again. I was just straight tunnel vision. Even when I would get on social media on my downtime and see some of the false allegations and assumptions about me having something to do with her abduction. Wow. Would have me discouraged at times, but I didn't give up and kept my faith. I just want to thank all of my family, friends, and former teammates and church members who called and texted me just to let me know they are praying and here for me. You guys don't know how much that meant to me. All I ask from everyone right now is to be respectful. So Carlee's situation. She was literally fighting for her life for 48 hours. So until she's physically and mentally stable again, she is not able to give any updates or whereabouts on her kidnapper. Well, he said she was kidnapped at this very moment. I also want to thank people on social media who has been understanding and respectful about what she's been through in these past days. Once again, I can't thank you guys enough for helping us bring Carlee home. God bless you all. He's basically admitting, in my opinion, that she was kidnapped.
Well, yeah, now to look at it, he is saying that, right? And so that's what I'm saying.
She's been kidnapped. Can you give us a description of what they look like and where you were and what happened? That's it.
And no, she don't have to give it to the public. She could have just gave it to the cops. They could have did some type of sketch. They could have posted up something.
Yeah.
But for you to sit there and say she's fighting 48 hours and respect her privacy. Yeah, she could be going through trauma. But if you're talking about this, can you give us a little bit more?
We want to know more. This is a story in progress. We want to know more, but you can't blame the public for coming to their own conclusions. That's what people do. I think it's human nature, especially if you are really pulling for someone and now all of a sudden we hear she's home. We just want to know what happened. That's it. And if she doesn't want to tell us, can the cops tell us? Somebody tell us what happened, because we are here walking through this plight with you. That's what you need to understand. Boyfriend.
It's actually ways they can give us more information with respect in her privacy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, she gave us a statement, but it's part of our investigation. What are you investigating? The kidnapper?
Yeah.
Can you warn us about the kidnappers?
Yeah.
Any kind of
what happened to the baby? Where's the baby?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Where is that's a good, so where's the toddler?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. We need more information.
And then typically, let's keep it real. Like, say if something was to happen, unless she stayed right next, close, like right through on the other side of the woods from the highway, where were you? Like, how did you get home? How far was you away from home?
Mm-hmm.
Did you walk home? Mm-hmm. How did you get there? And most people, if something like that happened to you, would go to a local 7-Eleven, something like a public place. I can see you not maybe going up to somebody's house. You're afraid something else might happen. But a grocery store, a place with people around, and call call the police or something. I would think. But that's crazy.
Well, look at the police came out. Look at the search team was put together. No. We deserve answers. They've got the dogs out. We deserve answers. We need to know because we are invested. And why can't we know? We are invested, and that's a hell of a place to be at night on the side of a freeway, dark in a wooded area. They've got the dogs out. Mm-mm-mm.
And then I'm just speculating. I mean, because
The parents went on television asking for help.
from the video, what I'm saying, like we can say we see a person get out, but was it two people in the car? Hell, I'm just speculating. I don't know. If she was just faking, is it dangerous? I mean, like, who would really fake that and just take off walking through those woods by themselves?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Was he with her? I don't know. He seemed to know a lot, but I don't
It's
know.
a lot. We'll drop the link.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so opinion says opinion lives in Alabama. Let me drop the link.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. So this probably is on the television for her 24 hours. Let's hear what opinion has to say.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah.
Let me do this case really quickly. Well, let's see how quick she comes up. Yeah, somebody says she was hallucinating. It's given hallucinations. I don't know. 15 minutes of fame, okay? It could be. I don't know. Anyway, I got one more story really quickly, and then I'll bring people up.
Mm-hmm.
My last story is the influencer. Her name is 29-year-old Tierra Young Allen. Was vacationing in Dubai. Child, this is scary. Okay, look, I'm not being mean to her, but I'm just saying that her and everyone else has to remember when you are not in your country and you are in someone else's country, I don't care how ridiculous you think a rule is, you have to respect it. Carl had a psychotic break. Maybe that is why she can't remember anything. Maybe.
It could be possible.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let me play this really quickly. So here the mother of the influencer that went missing. Let's see what she have to say.
That is really based on theocracy.
She dealt with a very aggressive individual, a young man there who was screaming at her.
Baxter says her 29-year-old daughter ultimately yelled back at the rental car agent, she says, resulting in her being charged for screaming there in Dubai.
And so she is in jail for one reason and one reason alone. She raised her voice. In that country, a female is not even allowed to raise her voice. If she raises her voice, it's punishable by jail time.
It's been very emotional. There are some days I stay up all night crying.
They have a strict law system that is really based on theocracy.
She dealt with a very aggressive individual, a young man there who was screaming at her.
Baxter says her...
And that's it. When you are in another country...
Yeah, you go by their rules.
You got to abide by their rules.
How crazy they may be. Like, I think in Singapore, if you litter, that's jail time, or they cut your hand off, or stealing. Could have been stealing, but they cut the hand.
You have to abide by the other country. If you're visiting another country, you don't have the right to say what you think is right, what you think is wrong. That's how they live. It is what it is. Don't go critiquing people in their ways and saying the Muslim countries are so strict. That's what they want to do. That's what they live by. And you must follow the rules. If they say cover your hair, cover your hair.
Yeah.
Some countries, if you get caught stealing, chop off with the hand. You got to abide by their rules. I hate it when people don't do that, because I lived so close to Mexico for so many years. A lot of Americans went over there acting like they were in America and said what law was dumb, and you're in Mexico.
Yeah.
Thank you, Schmoopy. Please hit that like button, people. Let's start taking questions. We got a lot to talk about, people.
But I get it. Like, I mean, if she did that, a month is a long time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they should come out and release her,
Hey, everybody.
All right.
Hey,
now we got a lot to talk about today. I want to start with your opinion, because you live in Alabama. What have you been hearing, and what do you see on the news?
Okay, so it was so nonchalant after they found her that I had to call because
Oh,
I wanted to know because this is really close to where I stay. So I
oh.
wanted to know if I needed to be on the lookout when I'm on the freeway. Is there somebody that's actually out here kidnapping people? And what they told me, and you can call them yourself, I'll give you the number.
I believe you.
Dispatch
Go ahead.
told me that they didn't have no signs that it was gonna be no babies out on the road that we had to worry for. That the Hoover Police Department is still doing an investigation, and in the next few days they should have a statement ready. They said they did try to talk to her at the hospital, but she was in a state where she couldn't talk then. They told her they would give her a couple of days and come back. So I think they're waiting to talk to her again before they release another statement because the little statement they put out on their Facebook page, it was whack. It didn't tell me nothing. I didn't know if I need to be on the lookout because I travel down 459. And then, I was thinking, I was like, 459 is like a busy road.
Mhm,
Okay. And when
mhm.
it gets dark, it's no lights there.
I know. Yeah, I see
And
that.
so the speed mileage on that highway is 70. And even though it's 70, people never do the speed mileage.
Right,
So you
right.
usually doing like 80 or 90 on that highway. And when one of the attorneys said it didn't sound right because on that highway it's so dark. So at night, how would you see a baby on the side of the road? And I was thinking to myself, I was like, you're right. I done flew down that road 100 times and I ain't never, just looked at the side of the road like that. I mean, it's like wooded area that part is like wooded area. You can't really see anything. It's just
Mhm,
the highway, and you won't see it until you get back into to the city's parts of it. And so I was like, how did she see at that late at night? You won't see nothing.
mhm.
And I didn't understand why. And I asked them, I was like, well, did anybody else report that they saw a baby? And she said, no. She said the police reports that was out that said numerous people saw a baby that was a hoax, and they was trying to get to the bottom of that as well.
Let
So
me
she
ask
told me I
you
didn't
this.
have to worry about no babies on the side of the road and nobody snatching me up, and that was all I needed to know.
Is there a lot of traffic on that freeway or is it like isolated?
It is a lot of traffic because that highway takes you to one of our great big old malls.
Okay.
It's also a highway that takes you into three different other cities, but it's also the highway that you would travel if you were going somewhere like um the back road to Atlanta.
Hmm.
So that highway also goes toward Dallas. So it's a lot of
Oh,
people that's always on that road. It's
mhm.
always trucks going down that road. Like this is a busy highway that people take the back road to go to the nicer area. Hoover is the nicer area. It's more the upscale area. So they
Oh,
not used to that's why they got there so quick. They not used to this kind of stuff there. You know what I'm saying? They got little rich people over there and they don't
uh-huh.
have crime over there. So when I heard it, I was like, this ain't the area that gets that kind of crime or nothing. So it was
Oh,
always a little off to me anyway. But I'm gonna keep you posted because, baby, I'm
yeah.
waiting too.
Also too, do you think that a person that is experienced mental illness, do anybody on the panel know, would you be get in trouble for that or they would just no, you can't get in trouble for having an
No,
episode.
you could still get in trouble because basically what you did is you filed a false police report.
If you're dealing with mental illness
Even
or
if you're
substance.
dealing with even if you're dealing with mental illness in Alabama, they still will lock you up because it's still a crime.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
False
whoa,
reporting is
stop,
a crime
stop,
here.
stop. Lock
And
up.
she's black.
You're
Yeah,
saying that hold on, you're saying that she could be locked up if found
yeah,
lying?
yeah. She
Locked
could
up.
be locked up. Here
You
you
know what?
serve 165 days for filing a false police report.
But she didn't file the police report.
It doesn't matter. It would be in connection with the false police reporting. It would be her. It would be her that would lied about it because she's one called the police department in the first place. First, she called the police department. Then she
right.
allegedly called her
Oh my
sister-in-law,
God.
not her mama. She called her sister-in-law to tell her where she was, and then she screamed and all this. So, if we believe in what they say, then initially she still filed a fake police report because she called the police there for a baby that was not there.
You know
Wow.
what's weird too, Sherelle, is she pulled over so far away from where she stopped. How
Right.
would you see a
Right.
baby? And it was completely dark.
Right.
And another thing, I want to see the video from when she called to when the cops got there, because I think they saw something out on the video, after they watched it, because we're not seeing that part.
Right, right, right.
Well, they did
Why
see
would
a man. They said it was a man out there. Now, where the man came from in these khaki pants, we do not know. If she had any involvement with this man, we do not know. That's what we're waiting on. Because
the
it
so?
was
man
But
a
you're
man.
saying you're
did the
saying
man
100% Vanessa. I mean, opinion that if there is no evidence of an abduction or no baby,
Well,
if
there's no evidence of a baby. They didn't tell me that it was no evidence of an abduction. Right now, they said they're still investigating that part, but they have no evidence. They said the cameras that they watched, and they watched it 100 times. They said we have nothing to be worried about. They didn't see any baby,
And nobody reported a baby missing too, Shrell.
and
That's one of
nobody
the first
reported a
things
baby
they
but her.
said.
Tasha, click the link and come up if you have some breaking news, please.
Um,
This. Go ahead, Jennifer. Go
I
ahead.
just had a question for opinion. It looks like there's only trees and not because originally before they showed the video, I imagined it must have been somewhere with an exit where there were fast
She
food
was in the
restaurants, a
middle of.
gas
She was in the
station.
middle of two exits. She was in the middle of exit 10 and exit 11.
But you see what I'm saying is I expected to see maybe a fast food restaurant close where a baby could have walked from. And then we
Okay,
see
so
it's just
exit.
dark trees.
Okay, so exit 11 is like where our Boys and Girls Club is. So it's
Hmm.
not really no restaurants on the exit. If you had went on down to exit 10, yes, it would have been a McDonald's and it would have been children's aftercare right after the exit. But
But what
again, the problem that they coming up with is that everybody had their lights on high beam after she pulled over,
right,
because they cut their lights on because they was trying to see if she was in distress or something. And nobody else stopped.
right. That's
And this
my thing.
video, and the video didn't show a baby nowhere. Like I said, I talked to him because it's so close to where I stay. I'm always on that highway. I wanted to make sure I'm not, because if I had saw a baby on the side of the road, I would have stopped too.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo.
So I wanted to make sure, because it didn't sound right, but I'm not gonna say that it's, that something like that couldn't happen. It just was strange that it happened in that area. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like it's the white area that you never expect anything like this to happen in. You know what I'm saying? So when you
So is
see
it
something like that,
upscale Caucasian neighborhood? Very nice.
yes, it's mostly Caucasians, very few minorities stay in that area, and they like to keep it like that. They don't accept no government assistance too much down there, nothing.
Let me ask you this: when the story broke, was it on? Did they cover it? Was it on TV all day long? Opinion.
Where did she go?
I don't know.
They was holding search parties, and they was asking everybody to come out and look for her. So yeah, it was a big story here, and that's the reason why we're all invested, because people were going out there for candlelight visuals. They was going searching.
Oh wow!
She's
And
still
so
They,
they,
elusive.
they had to raise money to put out the reward. The $50,000 reward was raised money.
There was $50,000 raised.
Yes, it was $50,000 raised, plus Crime Stoppers gave an extra $20,000.
Okay, opinion.
but
How
let me say
big
this
is
though,
that?
Sherelle.
Wow.
I
How
mean, even because like people will say, what if they use the kid for a decoy to to abduct the woman, right?
Any
But right
Now,
there,
when the claims came out that she was back at home, they said she was at the Red Roof Inn in Hoover, and
Wait, sorry,
yeah.
sorry. Hold on, opinion. Repeat what you just said.
Okay, so when they did find her, okay, it was claims coming out that she might have been at a Red Roof Inn, that they had got a phone call. They saw her at the Red Roof Inn. And then shortly after that, it was all of a sudden she was back at home. And so I'm sitting here and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on.
Something
They
ain't
just
right.
said you was at the Red Roof Inn not 15 or 20 minutes ago, and now you're back at home. And then nothing else. The police was just like, yeah, she's back at home, and we took her to UAB hospital, which is our big hospital, so I knew that's where she would go. And then the next morning she was released. So you didn't even stay for but a few hours. So
opinion. How thick is that tree line? Because it looks thick.
Oh, it's thick. Like I said, that's the back road. Like usually, you either going that way if you're trying to beat the main traffic, you fly down that road, or if you're going out of town, you on that road. So,
Let me
like I
ask.
said,
Uh,
Go ahead.
opinion.
Go ahead.
Opinion. I wanted to ask you, where was she going? Where?
okay, they said she had just got off from work. She had stopped at Tzatziki's, which is a Mediterranean place, and got her something to eat. She works at a spa. She got out from work at 8 o'clock. She went to Tzatziki's to get her something to eat, which was exit 9, I think. She got back on the freeway and she was headed back down the highway, and they said this is when this happened. So that would have been like maybe 15 minutes on that freeway. It probably wouldn't have took her that long because, like I said, even though the speed limit is 70, we do like 80 or 90 on. I know I
Right.
do like 90 or 100 on there. Please, I hope ain't no police watching.
Yeah, remind me not
I
to
let it
ride
go.
with you. 100 miles per
So,
hour. Wow.
Let me say
so
no, because that road is like it's pretty much because it's like out of state road. So it's cars just zooming down there. Like if you get in the fast lane on that road, you better be pushing 80 or 90. You better not be doing no 50 because they will blow you out on that road. Like it's
oh
really
wow.
fast paced, and you can get a ticket for going under the speed limit on that road too.
All right. Some people are trying to get in. Let me speed this up really quick. Jessica, did you have a question for opinion?
I didn't necessarily have a question. I wanted to know, have any of you all, well, I guess it's a question and also a comment. Have any of you all seen the actual enhanced video? I noticed a lot of, so with the enhanced video, it's not dark. It's not the video that you showed earlier. This
Okay.
enhanced video is very clear. It was
More clear.
lightened up where
Yep.
you clearly see
Her getting out.
her getting out of the vehicle. There's nobody else there. She
Yes.
reported seeing a
Right.
white toddler with a white t-shirt on.
Mhm.
You don't see any of this in that enhanced video.
No.
She gets
No.
out of the car and she walks off into the woods. So for one, I think, and a lot of people have guilt
Oh,
trips.
I have a quick question. Was her wig on?
You can't see the wig. You really couldn't see it. It's a good glimpse of her, and I believe she got out the car and went to the other
She
side.
went
and
to
then
the
she
passenger
went to
side
the
and
other
opened the
side.
passenger side
Yes,
door
and then
because they
you
were
couldn't
trying
see
to
her.
see what was happening.
Yes, yeah.
Like we've seen the enhanced video. We saw that it wasn't no baby. We also saw that it wasn't
Nobody
no other
around.
cars. But we
No.
also saw an ATV coming out the woods, which was really strange
Wow.
because
didn't
no
see
What?
ATV.
What did you? ATV, one of those
Yes,
little
the
things.
ATV was with headlights was coming out of the trees. It didn't come completely out. If you look at it again, if you go look at the hands video again, you'll see the headlights. The
That's
the ATV.
unusual. She
Yeah,
might
that's
be
Right.
telling the truth. That's unusual. Why
No,
would
no.
It
you?
is unusual, but like I said, I need more information because it just didn't make sense to me.
But here's my thing though. She was on the phone with someone and she screamed. Okay?
Mhm.
So when you're on the phone with somebody and then you scream and the phone drops, right?
Mhm.
She wasn't in the woods at that time. So we
Right.
see her on video. So what would have made you scream and not just get back in your car then?
Right.
It was
Well, what?
nothing around that that we could see in that video that would have made her scream. And then if it made you scream, why would you drop your phone and then walk into the woods?
And let's not forget the wig. Why'd you take your wig off?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
too, and this is what I think too. Like somebody said earlier that day, it could have been at the restaurant if they had footage where she had the watch on. If she just got dinner, now I'm not sure if that's the picture with, you know, during that day where she had the watch on. But why would she take the watch off? Because it's something that's trackable
Right.
and put it in her purse.
And her AirPods. And her AirPods, they said that was in her purse.
All right, let me go around real quick and get everyone keep your statements kind of short because I'm trying to bring up Diva and this other lady that says there's developing news. Sound off really quickly, AJ.
Oh, hi. Good evening, everyone. Good evening,
Hi,
Cheryl and Perry.
What's up?
Hi. Yes, I wanted to talk about the lady that got arrested in Dubai. I just wanted to say, like you said as well, I think when you go to a country, you just have to respect their
Mm-hmm.
laws, you have to respect the religion. It goes for everybody, not just America. It goes for everybody.
Yep.
Um, and Dubai is a beautiful, beautiful place. There's 90% of people that live in Dubai are all exports, so they're all like foreigners.
X
So
what?
you exports, then that means like people that live, Europeans. There's more Europeans, Africans, all different nationalities there, more than there
Oh.
is Arab. You hardly see
Oh.
any
Oh.
Arab actually, and it's a very cosmopolitan city too. So it's Dubai is the place. But yeah, just behave when you go to a country.
Yeah. Yeah. Real.
Um, and yes, I'm just gonna say this about Kylie. I was gonna say good for you because basically, why couldn't she not be friends with Jordan
Oh,
at the
Kylie.
end of
Oh,
the
Kylie
day?
Jenner. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
because like you said, Chloe has forgiven Tristan like so many times,
Yeah.
and she's had babies with him and stuff, and so she's moved on. So Kylie clearly misses her, and I think it's fine for her to move on. And it's just this whole family is a little bit messed up as well with this whole you spoke about a little bit about Rob.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I feel bad for him as well, like because when Ryan Seacrest, the other Lucifer, who created them really like
Uh,
these monsters, he really did. Like he took that sex tape and made it, and he really
yeah.
made them international.
Yeah.
Um, I just don't think he could cope with it. So I feel bad for him because they should have put more effort into him, and he couldn't handle it. I don't think he could handle the fame, and his
Well,
depression is real.
it's real.
So
All right, AJ, I'm going to have to drop you because I'm trying to get Diva in and someone else with
yeah,
some more information. So thank you so
all right,
much for calling
Later,
in. Take
AJ.
care. See you next time.
all right.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
Sound off. Al, sound off.
In regards to the missing young lady who's now found, well, by the way, hey everybody, happy Monday. Um,
Hey.
I'm just gonna hold everything until more information comes out because it's
Okay.
not enough. It's too much missing. It is not enough known in order for me to put an opinion in because I don't know. It's too blank. So
It's
I'll
all
have to wait until it's unfold, and then once I get information, then I can kind of see what's going on. But I just don't like to jump into hypotheticals. And what's really has been bothering me is all the online of the people feeling entitled that she has to come on the camera and say something. That's what's kind of bothering me with that whole victim like
But Al, do you
pushing in
feel
front of
like
the camera.
that we deserve to know what happens? We are really invested.
Yes. Yeah, I see both sides. So I understand that if there is a sense of there's a sense of urgency and there's a sense of needing to know and like, for safety. I understand that. Whereas I'm not talking about that part of wanting to know for information, just in general about the case, because like we said, people were investing with it. People went out and bought money to have visuals. People were prepared for funeral, basically. So
Mm,
people, they went out and they gave their heart. So I do
mm.
understand we want some information and we want some type of closure with this case.
But be
However,
respectful at the same time. Is that what
yeah,
you're saying?
because at the end of the day, this is still fresh. So it's not like she can't
Yeah.
just jump out in the family too, That's what's
Yeah.
kind of discouraging. And it's just a small sector. So and they're getting really nasty and victim blaming. Well, maybe she's lying. Maybe it's made up. Maybe it's just for fame. I don't like that aspect of it because 40% of missing people in this country last year was Black people. So when we have stories like this and we have someone who was fortunately to be found and stuff, and
Mhm.
now that we're mad that she's not in our face. Now, if she was in our face, we'll be hollering about the bitch is a damn star. She want to be seen. She want to be a next such and such and such. But I
Mhm.
think give her time, maybe a week or two, maybe next month. But I think she's going to tell what happened. I think we're going to get what happened. I don't think
Mhm.
with all the resources the police department put into this, I don't think
Mhm.
they're just going to walk away and just let this story just go, ignored.
I agree. We need to watch what we say and how we say it.
Yeah, just
Kendall,
give some grace. Now
yeah,
for the
you're true
lady,
because we could be wrong. Nobody knows.
yeah,
Uh,
that's what I say. Just just reserve for right now until we can get the full story. That's just what I'm saying. Now the lady that went over there in Dubai, I remember when I was a teenager and I wanted to go on this like teenage trip to go around Europe and stuff. And my grandma told me, Don't you take your ass over there if you want to. And you know you ain't come from no damn rich family. So if something happened to you, we ain't got no way to get your ass back in. To that I say, for everybody that goes on these Instagram and viral vacation spots, don't take your asses over there thinking that it's bike week and spring break in Florida. Because a lot of countries don't play that shit. A lot of countries
Mhm,
not gonna let you tear up their shit and run your ass
mhm,
back home like you right. So that's all I gotta say on that is be mindful of where you're going. And a lot of these
mhm,
places, they're not meant for average people. A lot of
mhm,
these places are not meant for the average person who's worked and who got like vacation time saved up to just go to. A lot of these spots are not for us and are not what you call it, dedicated to us. They're dedicated to these influencers, to the aesthetic. A lot of these people are they're selling the experience using these influencers that they paid to come. They have people that they
mhm,
pay to for these trips and
mhm,
stuff. So when
mhm,
everyday people run their ass over there thinking that they can just have fun and let loose, it may not be that type of party, but you have to do due diligence before you go over there.
mhm.
Especially with being American, a lot of other countries already look at us with a certain type of bigotry. They already
Yeah,
look at us like that. So if
yeah.
you come over there as an American and they can tell it on you, and then
Mhm,
you act out, it's like they're looking for anything to step on you anyway. Now the
yeah.
last thing I'm stepping on is the Kylie and Jordan. I don't think they ever stop being friends. Cause if you and I didn't
I
watch the
agree.
show, but I followed, just them in general. She
Uh-huh.
was always my favorite, even her weight loss journey, and all of that. So even in the show, they went through and said how they built a codependency with each other, and
Mhm.
they were freaking frack. So I think when the situation happened, I think it became a let's cool off because the block is hot. Let's not be on social
I
media. Let's
agree.
not be on vacation. Let's just be a home girl. You come to my house, I come to your house. That's that. Now I
Mhm.
think since everything is blown over, the family don't have no ratings. They're losing relevancy. Now I think it's fine if that they can introduce her back into the family because who knows? This may be a storyline for season 3 for Kylie and for the damn family.
Yep,
But
yep,
that's all
yep.
I got. That's it, Sherelle.
I
But yeah,
agree.
I'm fine if you need to drop me. Go ahead, girl, because I done said everything I said, girl.
Thank you, Al. I appreciate you coming on. Take care. Have a good one. Love you. Kendall, sound off really quickly.
We truck, so we got a notification about Carlee on Thursday
Oh. Mm-hmm.
through the email, through trucking networks and stuff to be on the lookout. And then we never got any more notifications. That's why I kept saying, "Where's the baby?" And opinion, I agree with you. She's going to go to jail if it's a false police report. And
You think
then,
she's gonna go to jail too? That's
yeah, I do.
crazy.
I'm a retired nurse, so that's pretty much and they'll view it as it being malicious. And if there's an ATV coming through the woods, was she meeting someone? Was she meeting someone and took off the trackers and left the phone and stuff so her boyfriend doesn't know? And if somebody kidnapped her, if she's driving a Benz, why didn't they take it to a chop shop? If they're going to take
Yeah,
her somewhere, they
yeah.
should have took the car too and dumped her belongings on the side of the road. It's usually what happens. But back to the Dubai thing, Jason Lee went to Dubai sometime last year or the year before when he still had gagging on, and
Hmm.
he got almost peeing in an
Uh,
alleyway.
he almost got what?
They don't. He was urinating in an alleyway,
Oh,
and they were like, "Oh no, dude, you can't do that." And it was a big thing. He was partying pretty hard. But then,
Jason, was he drunk? Was he drunk that year?
yes,
I think I.
yes,
Yeah.
he was very drunk. He was still drunk on the videos that they were showing. So
I
then
remember.
I sent you a bunch of videos to your Instagram. Is there a better way to send you information?
Yeah, through Perry's hotline. The
Well,
numbers in the.
I texted the hotline and stuff, and I didn't know if, I'll send him to his text message. And then did you see where Chloe had to back down from Angela or Black China? She said she was a better
No,
mother to Dream than China was.
I
And
remember that. I
Angela
remember her saying that. Yeah.
just a couple of days ago, and she's like, she was more woman than me because I'd have ripped that little weave out of Chloe's head.
I
And
have a
I'm
tendency
gonna
to
drop
agree with
all.
Al. I agree
Do
with
what?
Al. I agree with Al. I don't think that they stopped being friends. I just
I
feel
don't
that.
think that Jordan and Kylie quit being friends at all. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, they went on vacation on that show that Kylie had. I can't remember the name of it. It was just Kylie, her and Jordan. They got married on that
Yeah.
show, like on the last episode or something like that,
Mhm.
before she announced that she was pregnant with the first baby. What's her name? Stormy, something like that. So yeah,
Stormy. Yeah. All right. Diva, tell us what
I'm
you
gonna
know and
drop
what
off
you
so
think.
somebody else can. Okay,
Thank
bye.
you, Kendra.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
I'm gonna keep it as clean as I can, but sun in the water ain't clean. So you're driving down this busy highway. You happen to be the only one to see the baby. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. But we gotta have our opinion, right? You're the
Yep.
only one that see this baby, and you pull over and you happen to have all your tracking devices. They just happen to be in the car, in the bag, or whatever the case may be, right?
Mhm.
Then they find your wig. I took it at first when they found a wig that perhaps she was fighting, right? And maybe the wig came off. I don't know, right? But the real issue that I'm having here is this is generically with everybody. Y'all don't put us in the group text and involve us. And then when you're found, you tell us to shut our mouth and wait. No, you involved us. You got us all emotional. And then on top of getting us emotional, it was a racial thing thrown out there too. I don't know if you saw the article that said they need to look for her as hard as they look for the people that was under in the submarine. So you're trying to you throwing a whole lot of stuff out there in the game, and we're concerned. And now at best, when she just appears, we have questions, right? Because I would be scared. Okay, am I going to roll down the highway and get snatched up? Now, on the flip side about that too, Sherelle.
Let me do this. Let me hold up, Diva, for 1 second because you're about to go off. Let me let Dennis talk because Dennis is a journalist. Hi, Dennis. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. There, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
I want to speak briefly on the Carlee story. I don't know if anyone's asked the question. Are they still looking for the kid? Was it actually a kid? Did she have a mental health crisis? You know, there are questions that haven't been asked, and the fact that the police.
I asked the question. They said it was no baby. We weren't in danger of looking for no baby. I told y'all I stay right here in the area, and that's the reason why I called them, because I wanted to make sure when I'm traveling down that road, I ain't got to worry about nobody snatching me up. Okay, I called them myself.
Wait, hold on. Let's be real clear, opinion. You talked to the police, and they said
I told the Hoover Police Department. They told me I didn't have to worry. They didn't see a baby. They are still investigating the kidnapping. That's all they told me. They said they couldn't tell me more because it is still under investigation. Now, the news story also told me that she went to the hospital that night when she got home, but she was released a few hours later.
So,
what are your thoughts on that, Dennis?
What I think is happening is the police are conducting an investigation, and she might be criminally charged for making a false police report. That's why the family's not saying anything.
That's deep. I mean,
this is we know what happened in Chicago with Jussie Smollett.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of resources used to try to locate her.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. My watch is going off. And I think that the position that the police have taken just by telling the foundations or the organizations that have raised money, well, don't do payouts. This might not have been a crime. It might be a crime, but not the crime that people are looking to pin on. I'm sorry. I should have my phones off. I apologize. I have an attorney calling me right now. So I think there may be criminal charges. I think that's why the family's not saying anything just yet, because you can't let a story like this that's garnered national and international attention to just not give a conclusion to it.
But Dennis, what if the lady is suffering from mental illness? Do you think they're still going to press charges?
No, but the fact that they let her out so early, they didn't keep her under observation, because if she's wandering off one time, she could be wandering off again. I mean, you let her out the next day from the hospital.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that is the case in this, but the car being left at the side of the road and a wig being thrown to the side, it almost seems like it was staged.
Right.
It seems like it was staged, and I don't want her to be charged, because the fact that you would fake something like this, you might have mental issues.
Yeah, that's true.
You might have mental issues. I just want to say also, I like your show.
I like your show too, Dennis. Shout your show out.
I doubt that she got mental issues. Okay, she's a graduate in psychology from Auburn University. She's also in nursing school at Just State Community College. So I don't think she's slow.
Your degrees don't matter with mental issues, but the problem I have with a mental breakdown, Sherelle, is you taking off your Apple Watch. That's
right.
That's not a breakdown.
It's calculated.
You know what I'm saying? You taking off your Apple Watch. Everything that could attract you was off, right? And that's why I'm saying the witch being there, it seems a little staged. Could be wrong, but it seems staged.
You highlighted something that investigators look at.
I know I did.
What type of criminality went into this potential crime? You take off tracking devices. Leave your car to the side of the road. It might have a tracking on it as well. And then you wander off somewhere with somebody, maybe. We don't know the full story, but I think we will know the full story, because the police departments don't like to be made fun of, and it doesn't seem like they did a complete investigation, because people are still asking questions.
Yeah. But the police did tell opinion. They told you this opinion that they're going to release a statement.
In the next few days, they will release a statement.
And maybe an arrest warrant.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah.
You never know. Maybe it's a lot.
Something got to go down. Look, I mean, it's too many questions. Yeah, she ended up missing. It was, the car's there. Cops go, they can't find her. But who the hell took her home? Was it the same person that allegedly picked her up?
Right.
Allegedly, she got a ride from somebody. She was hitchhiking from the road.
No, is it some unknown?
Wait a minute. Hold on, opinion. Sorry, Perry. This just took me back. You said, did the police tell you she was hitchhiking?
No, this is what the news story said. Allegedly, she hitchhiked on the road to get to her mom's house. And the people that brought her home, she didn't know them.
You heard a news reporter report say.
Yes, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, but check this, Sherelle. You're in shock. When you got home, you didn't know who your parents were. But you knew where you lived. You knew where you lived. Hitched a ride, and you told them, I live at 123 Park Street.
Right.
It doesn't add up.
I'm still trying to be neutral here. It's a lot of questions.
It's like he left the rope around his neck while he's telling the story to the police.
Well, I always tell y'all, in Alabama, we don't get enough press around, us, our kind. So to know that this story went national like it did, to get the attention that it did so fast, like it went out fast. Like it went to the masses like within a day. Everybody knew about it. And so to know that they was actually doing everything they could in their power, they even got search dogs and everything to go look for this, it's just it's heartbreaking it's heartbreaking to know that this could possibly be a hoax. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's why it got me boiling hot, because it takes we always say we don't get enough press, and because we Black and this, because when she first came missing, I said, oh my God, I started praying for her. And then when they did all of this, and I was like, okay, good, Black people, Black power. And then all of a sudden it's something to the story. I'm like, what's gonna go on with Black people? Now they really gonna say, oh yeah, y'all nutcases, y'all didn't, so I just can't.
Let me speak for Lily and the other side. Lily knows what trauma does to the brain. And it makes you do crazy stuff. You don't remember, you can't remember. And so I know where Lily's coming from. And you as a nurse Diva, can you verify that trauma does?
100%. 100%. But it's the part I'm having a problem with is that some key stuff that would require you kind of being in your right state of mind happened. The phone gets left in the car, but you was on the phone and they heard you screaming. The phone gets left, right? Your watch is off of you, right? The wig is on the floor. They didn't take the car. Usually people who snatching you up, they have a little more deliberate about what they're doing. They would have got rid of that car and everything. And the reason why the response was immediate is because she called the cops and made that report that she saw a toddler. So they knew for sure, supposedly that this girl was snatched up because they got the phone call. If they never got that phone call and she was to the sister and the sister told them what happened, things wouldn't have spun as fast as they spun. They spun so quickly because she was initially on the phone with the cops saying, I see this toddler, I see this, I see that. I'm saying that the other pieces that are not adding up, you're traumatized, but somehow you got back to your house.
Right.
Also, let's not forget that the boyfriend said in his statement, a kidnapper.
Right. Now, he did say that.
He said she was kidnapped.
But you know what, Sherelle, we go back to this initial thing, like, because people say, well, yeah, it's like a plot that, you use this kid for a decoy for a lady to pull over. Dennis or I could have pulled over. Would it have been the same situation? And Dennis, I would have pulled over if we seen a kid doing that. So how can they be that calculated? All these cars zooming by, truckers and everything, that a female is going to stop.
Right.
Oh, Perry.
It's just
Sherelle, you just pointed something out to me. If the boyfriend said she was kidnapped, then he could possibly be a co-defendant. I mean, the fact that you're pushing a narrative, you're claiming that a felony occurred. Who told you that she was kidnapped? You, the boyfriend. Did she say she was kidnapped? Because are they investigating kidnapping? Because if she wasn't kidnapped, how did he get that information she was kidnapped? Did she tell him that someone took her hostage or kidnapped or whatever the case? It doesn't make sense, and he might be, they may put the pressure on him. Listen, are you part of this hoax? Did you two run off? Was there some type of issue with the family and you and her? And I mean, it doesn't sound like a story that is going to go away too quickly, because there have been a lot of Black women that have gone missing.
Right.
And we have to get to the bottom of this, because we do not want the real people to go missing to be ignored.
Right. I think this before I leave, Shara, I gotta go. Thank you for letting me up. But somebody's saying we're being so negative. We're not being negative. We're breaking this thing down, and we're breaking it down for a reason. Because if there's somebody really out there, it's a possibility this could happen to others. And I'll just say really quickly, even when I see an accident on the side of the road when I'm driving, everybody slows up. Everybody slows up. When it's late like that and somebody pulls over, you kind of slow up and you looking to see what's going on or what's happening. Exactly. It's just shocking to me that no one, because I thought initially when I heard the story, the road wasn't that busy. But when I saw the footage, I'm like, that road was a little busy. It's just, there's a lot of pieces that don't seem to be connecting. I pray with everything in me that she's telling the truth and nothing crazy happened. But I'm just saying that when we put the pieces of the puzzles together right now, something in the water ain't clean.
Right. No, I agree.
100%.
I have to represent the other side.
Thank you, Diva. I'll see you next time.
Nicole, sound off. Nicole, sound off.
This is my first time up, but I just wanted to come in and tell you all I love you all. I watch it every day when you all alive. But everything that Opinion said was true.
Yes.
I'm from Birmingham, and basically everything she said from the T is true. That is what the local news is reporting. I don't know, Opinion, if you watched Eric Gusta's live, but
I did. I watched it, and he when he did it, I was like, "Oh my God, you are absolutely right." Because I was thinking, I was scared when this happened. I really was. And since I traveled down that road, so much, I called them. I was like, "Am I going to be abducted if I stop for a baby on the side of the road?" And they was like, "Please do not get. We did not see any baby. Okay,
any baby was there."
Yeah.
And just like Mr. Dennis said, more than likely they are saying now that there's going to be maybe some potential like charges, because based on now opinion, that highway is a busy highway and it's very dark. Who
I
in
know.
their right mind can actually see a baby on the side of the road going 60 miles per hour? And that's what the
But
well-known
don't
attorney
nobody.
said.
That's the thing.
Eric
Nobody
Gusta
does
said on his
70
line.
on that highway.
Yes, like I mean, to be honest, it's very sad because all of us opinion, we were scared, we were praying. And even Eric Gusta, I don't know if you've seen his live, but he's a well-known, very attorney in Birmingham, Alabama. And he had even made that video, but he didn't post to social media saying that, like the evidence and the facts didn't add up to what the girl, everything that was being reported. Like he knew Friday night that it wasn't like a kidnap or an abduction because all the facts wasn't lining up. And he made a post to himself on his cell phone, but he never posted it online because he didn't want to say, the facts aren't lining up and then something comes up that she is abducted. But I believe that she was a spoiled brat and that probably wanted attention.
Nicole.
This is allegedly me saying, because on that busy highway, I'm not going to stop late at night. It is very dark. It's no lights out there. How did she see a toddler? If you look at the video, she had her caution lights on. Like I think Eric Gusta said maybe
a quarter of a mile.
6 or 7. Yes, exactly. So like she had her caution lights on like before she even got there. I think that it was really a ploy because like opinion said, the neighborhood she was in, it is a very suburban area.
Nicole, what makes you call her a spoiled brat? What makes you think that part?
I mean, I just feel because the area, I just feel that way. Like, I don't feel like it was, I've talked to other people, just friends and stuff.
Because it was a nice neighborhood?
I mean, I just feel like she probably was spoiled and probably wanted attention. I mean, I just feel that way. I mean, I really do. And I mean, it's very sad because
let me tell you,
all
Terrell,
of us was like in a
those kids that come from that area are spoiled.
Yes.
Y'all are
I'm being serious. Like if you stay in that area, you know your family doing really well. Like if you stay in that area, you getting the best. I'm just saying.
I mean, to be honest, like it was, I'll say white people, all of these people have come together doing prayer visuals and things of that nature. It was people out 24 hours. I don't know if you all know about Maya Blanchard that was actually killed in 2019 by abduction. Her mother was there. So you can just think about all of the trauma that she had to revisit knowing that her child was abducted. And I actually know her father very well. So what this girl has caused with the community, it is very devastating. We were scared. I mean, it was very devastating for that area to know, for you to report that you've been abducted and you've seen a child. I mean, it's very devastating. And it's very sad if it's not true.
And one last to your point, when the family responds in that manner, especially with all the people that have really got involved in this search, it's kind of disrespectful to your community.
Yes, very.
Even if you had to put a statement together, something to make people think that this wasn't a hoax, because police is not going to let this go. It's enough for us.
To kind of go back what you said, Mr. Dennis. I believe with that police department being a white police department, they are probably going to file charges on her because she has literally, it was a false statement. Like she called 911 saying that she seen a toddler. No one else on that busy highway. If you look at that video, everyone slowed down. Even the attorney that was an attorney, he was a criminal attorney for 20 years. He even said like, all of the people slowed down. No one else reported a toddler out there. So more than likely in the next few days, she probably will be probably charged with some charges. And I think that she deserved that because what we have gone through as a community, scared to leave out our doors, praying for this family. It needs to happen. She's not a child. She's 25 years old. I don't know no 25-year-old that will fake something like this. This is serious. Sex trafficking is serious. Close to that neighborhood in Homewood, they are constantly catching people with sex trafficking. So this is very serious.
Mm.
And it's very sad.
I appreciate you inviting me on the show. But what I was saying before, you took another question. I like you guys' show, and I learned about you guys covering Megan Thee Stallion.
We did.
Oh, by the way, Megan said she's not suing me.
No, look, you do a good job. Stay on top of the Tasha case. I follow you for that. Do you have anything coming up soon?
Oh, absolutely.
You do?
We need to talk. I got something good.
Oh, okay. Well, shout out your channel so everyone knows.
You can follow me on Hip Hop Inquirer. Hip Hop Inquirer with the ENQUIER. And I'm getting texts now. People saying you're my favorite show. I'm like, okay. I didn't know you.
He follows cases. Are you gonna follow this case, Dennis, or are you busy?
I think I may make a query or two, but I think it's already being followed by some really good people. I got a few other ones I need to focus on that are going to be coming up real soon, like a sentencing in the next 2 weeks with Tory Lanez.
For the Tasha K case in the next 2 weeks?
Well, Tory Lanez sentencing is coming up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Sorry, Tasha K got to reveal those tax records. The IRS.
We will be following you. I do follow you for that. So thank you for your reporting and sharing everything with us. We really appreciate it because it's a lot of work. You got to go down there every day.
It's a lot of work, but I'm asking you guys to come out with me. I want the husband wife team to come out with me on some of these stories.
Maybe if it's in Vegas, I'm not going out of town. That's a lot of work.
Vegas, oh my goodness, Clark County.
Yeah,
okay, Henderson. Okay.
All right, you guys, I gotta wrap this up. Don't forget to follow Dennis. Thank you for calling in, Dennis. Don't be a stranger, okay?
I won't. I promise. This is one of my favorite shows.
All right, thank you so much. Take care. This case is crazy.
Yes.
I guess we just gotta wait. I wanted to thank everyone for your super chat. You don't have to support the channel, but you do. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your call backstage. I'm simply out of time. I didn't expect this many people to be interested in this case. I really didn't, but we all are interested. So
thank you, Sherelle.
Thank you, Sherelle.
Thank you.
On three, everybody. Let's go by. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.